How are you? Good afternoon. Are you ready to talk about orange? So today we are going to make an arrangement with orange flowers, right? Some that were gathered from the garden and some that come from my friends at Dahlias. We are using our orange tools from our friends at Dram. We have a bypass pruner and a compact pruner, and they're in the color point series. So there's 6 different colors, and these are the orange ones. And we're going to be doing orange today. This is in a wonderful little pressed glass container that I just got. If you've watched the yellow episode, you got to show how it's paired with the other one that I have. But this is shorter and fatter. And so what happens when we have a shorter and fatter arrangement? We've got a couple of different opportunities we could take. We could bind our flowers together, because when we cut them short and they have the weight of a flower blossom, they could fall out. Or we can use another great trick, which is simply using a tape grid. And so I have 1/4 inch anchor tape that looks like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a simple little tape grid on this base. And what that means is, and I don't, a lot of times you'll see me do ones that are very, I wouldn't say intricate, but, there's just a lot of different, I'll use different pieces. I'm actually going to use 5 pieces today. So I did 2 one way and 3 another way. So then that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 little sections that I can put flowers into, right? And then I'm also going to run one around the edge, because running it around the edge helps hold those little stems in place when I'm adding water later on. Now let's talk about that for half a second, because my water inside here is cold water, and I've added my Chrysal Professional 3 to it. When I'm done with my tape, I always just take the end and lay it off to the side so that the next time I pick it up, I don't have to search for it. Okay, there's nothing I hate worse than standing there and trying to find the tape. Okay, so as this depletes water, every arrangement will do so. And typically after I harvest and after I make the arrangement, the first day is going to be the big gulp, is what I call it. Okay, and that's when you're going to notice that it's going to start drinking water very quickly. And it's inside, it's trying to acclimate itself, it's doing all sorts of things like that. And so my water level may drop down to about here. And I want to make sure that I check it right away after the first day. So what I do is I have these wonderful bottles, and you know what? These are actually from Hanger Vodka. I love the Hanger Vodka Kaffir line; it's my favorite. But they look like this, and so then I soak them in the sink with soapy water, and I take the labels off. And so then they hold 1 liter of water, which is so convenient, because now I've got it filled up with cold water, and I can take. And I put 1 squirt for 1 liter of water, okay? And I think I have like 10 of these. No judging, all right? I think I have 10 of those bases, these bottles, because I love them. So now this has my Chrysal Professional Glory in it. I'm going to seal them up like this. Not my Chrysal Professional Glory, my Chrysal Professional 3 solution. My Chrysal Professional 3 solution is in here. Shake them a little bit, and then I'm going to put these in the fridge so that they get to be ice cooled. Okay, well, that should be about 38 degrees. Okay, then when this is depleted, I come out and I add cold water to my arrangement, and that helps keep the bacteria level down. So helpful. So helpful. And I really don't have to take everybody out of here, recut them, and change the water. I don't have to do that when I'm using the flower food, because the flower food helps keep the water purified, and at least not purified, but reduces the bacteria levels inside. Okay, so there we go. So now we're ready to arrange inside here. You can't really see the little grid work, but it's on there, and that's going to help us. So we are going to work with orange colored flowers. Right. And so, again, my color card is available on the website. It has a color wheel that is strictly the colors that flowers come in. And then on the back are descriptors about the colors and other things that you might know about them. So there's how to use complementary colors, how to use triadic colors, analogous colors. There's different descriptions about tints, tones, and shades. And then there's also color horoscopes down at the bottom. as I have told you before, our color horoscopes change. So orange is a super popular color for children. People that are in the 3rd grade, typically the larger quantity of them will tell you that their favorite color is orange. Okay, because they're going through so many changes in their lives. I like orange. It's one of my favorite colors. And people who like orange really embrace change. I have learned through my entire life that the one thing that I can count on, actually, there's 2 things, taxes and change. But change. My grandfather always told me, things are going to change. And, you know, Kelly and I are really good about when we find something that we love, we do it as much as we can. Like if we find a favorite restaurant, we go to that favorite restaurant all the time because sooner or later that restaurant's going to close and things are going to change. And when things change, or it's going to get a new manager, it's going to get a new menu or something like that, I've done my due diligence and enjoyed it while I can. So typically that's kind of my personality. Is if I really love something, I'll do it a lot. And so, with this, because I love orange. And you'll notice that the colors of our website are orange and green. And always my favorite color combination for the longest time has been bright orange and chartreuse green. So for this one, we are going to do orange flowers. And I've got a great foliage. I grabbed some of my burning bush, and look at how it's got an orange cast to it. Isn't that pretty? So I think that that's going to be wonderful in this arrangement. And I'm actually going to separate these pieces. So now I have 3. I have 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to remove the foliage that falls below the waterline. And I'm going to slip this in. And see what's going to happen with that is because it's shorter, I'm actually going to make it just a little bit shorter. There we go. It's going to sit right in there. There, that's going to be better. This side's going to be better. Ta-da! Okay. On this side, I love the bypass pruner because the bypass pruner cuts right through this stem like it's butter. We did not talk about butter in the yellow segment, about the yellow color theory, because I'm crazy about butter. Love butter. I eat President butter is the name of it. It's the butter that Julia Child used to use. It comes from France. And I get it at my friend Camille's. And Martha's Vineyard here in Grand Rapids is the name of the store. And I just love it. It's just amazing. Now, look at this. I have this too. It's a coleus. And it's orange in coloration. So I'm going to slip him in there. Look, I'm going to put him on the edge because I want you to be able to see him. Really pretty. Oh, love it. Love that little coleus. All right. Then you know what? I have some carnations. So I am going to be perfectly honest with you. These carnations, these are peach color. They're going to look white to you. They look white. Sorry, they're peach. And so just so we know, let's talk about this for a minute. If you like peach as your favorite color, and we're not talking about orange, we're talking about peach for half a second. You're friendly, charming, agreeable, and it's a soothing color for us. So these peach colored carnations are actually right now 2 weeks old. Okay. They have been in this bucket because I was waiting for projects. I had them for our filming that we did last week. And so I wanted them, I got them a week before that so that they would open up and they could be fully opened. And you know what? Carnations just last and last and last. As I'm cutting my carnations, remember that there's segments on here. So there's leaf, stem, leaf, stem, leaf, stem. I want to make sure I'm cutting in between those leaves on a stem segment to ensure that it continues to take up water. I do not want to cut it and on a segment. Okay, so we're going to add a few of those peach colored. I just think it's pretty because they add so much to this arrangement already. And I know that they look white to you, and I will apologize again for my a lousy color on my USB camera. Sorry. The blue looks good, right? The aqua blue looks great. Okay, so now let's see what we have over here. We have got some orange snapdragons. And these are, again, from my friends at Hope Dahlias, Barb Esch and Kristen Farmer, who have a beautiful little, and look at these. Okay, so now this is a different variety of, it's like a little butterfly snapdragon. They don't really have the little snappy snaps like a regular snapdragon. They look more like little butterflies. I love that. I'm just checking to see what else I got over here. Oh, you guys are. Let's see. I think that's going to be all the orange I got there. Okay. These are going to look great. But I don't know if you can see the difference. Let me put them side by side for you once and see if you can see the difference. So this one is the butterfly one. And this one is the regular snapdragon one. Okay. They look different. So Barb has these all growing in a little greenhouse at her house, and she's keeping everybody watered and weeded, and it's so pretty, and it's almost magical to go and see it. It really is fun. So not only do they grow dahlias at Hope Dahlias, they grow lisianthus, they grow snapdragons, and they grow eucalyptus. And this year they grew some state fair zinnias, which are look incredible. So they've got lots of stuff, lots and lots of stuff. So there we go. Okay. So do you like orange as your favorite color? Are you like me? Do you like orange? It's not really my favorite color. My favorite color is green, but I love orange. So if you're orange, you're extremely creative. One of the things they tell us about people who love orange is that people who like orange as their favorite color are highly creative individuals. So if you're looking for someone for a creative job, like if you wanted them to be a designer in a flower shop, or maybe somebody who worked in graphic design, or somebody who had to come up with creative solutions, if someone likes orange, that could be a huge benefit to that person. They're also, let's see, they love change. Okay. And so that's important too. They love change. Now look, I got a couple little zinnias here. Look at those cute little zinnias. These are off my bush because Craig's zinnias are not quite ready yet. And once Craig's zinnias are ready, I am going to get buckets and buckets and buckets of them because I love to arrange with zinnias. Just so great. And I just like big arrangements of zinnias all over the house. And then this morning when I was out harvesting, I came across these. I put my dahlias in pots this year so I could start them early. And so this is the first color that's blooming. It's really going to be a surprise because I had a whole bunch of dahlias that I planted in the pots. I wintered them over. I always winter them over. I joke with Barb. I've got I think I started with 5 different varieties of dahlias. And one of them was white. Last year I threw away that. I know. I just don't like white flowers. I know that seems really silly, but they're okay and they're fine, but I just, I don't gravitate towards them. And I have one set of white lilies out in the garden right now. And I just I walked by it. I made an arrangement for my friend Stacy across the street because it was her birthday the other night. And they were having just drinks in the yard. Stop by for drinks in the yard with Stacy for her birthday. And so we did that. And I made a flower arrangement, took over there. And I had some white lilies and I had some white, lace top hydrangea, and it was a beautiful arrangement with white edged hosta, gorgeous, but just not my favorite. Okay, so I ditched the yellow ones, and so obviously I hung on to the orange ones. So this one's done really well. I have another one that looks like it's going to be really, really dark maroon burgundy color. So I'm excited about that too. But these little orange dahlias are just gorgeous, right? They look really pretty. And I've got a couple more peach carnations here. I think I'm going to slip them down inside here. Okay, I'm just going to show you dead carnation. Okay, because they're 2 weeks old, right? But the other ones look great. Let's see. There's somebody else in here who didn't look good. I just wanted to show you, prove to you that I have not the prettiest carnation, not the, the carnations. Oh, these two. Okay, well, this one's falling apart, but this one's starting to rot on the inside. Okay, so bye-bye. But the rest are beautiful. And I have one more. I'm going to add a peach lily to this, but I want to add my carnations first. And look, there's a couple little petals on the back, but you can just pull those off of the carnations. Also, I can slip one way down deep inside here, way down deep inside. And then I can put another one on the top of it. So it creates a little bit more impact. Great trick to go down deep in the middle of the arrangement. And then use one that's longer and come up taller over the top. We talk about topping sometimes. This is kind of like, not topping. Tucking them down inside. So I don't know what that is. Basing, maybe. That's not right. It isn't right. But yeah. Okay, so look at this. So I am a freak about... I just love tiger lilies, right? And because my grandma's name was Lily, and she was named after a tiger lily. And actually, even on her gravestone, there's a tiger lily because she didn't want anybody to think that she was an Easter lily. She was a tiger lily. Okay. And so I got this. I have yellow tiger lilies. I have orange tiger lilies, and this is a peach one. It's a peach colored tiger lily. Isn't that pretty? So I think... And you know what? See, I know this is what's going to happen. It needs to be long in the center. And I'm just going to slip him down in there. There he goes. Because these guys are going to open up still, right? But I pulled off any foliage that's going to fall below the waterline. And my friend Barb is growing Alstroemeria. So look at this. I got one orange Alstroemeria that I'm going to slip right down in here in the center too. Maybe. There it goes. So look at that. When you're looking right here, you've got Azenia, Alstroemeria. You're going to have tiger lilies. You got dahlias. You got carnations inside there. And it's all orange. The other thing about it is this is definitely a garden arrangement. And I just think that that's kind of cool too, because, that lily, it's just one and it's in the top and it's a spike and it's a vertical thrust out of there. But I think it's pretty. I mean, sure, it was pretty without it. It was more of a dome shape arrangement, but now it's got that little bit of garden flair to it. And so again, to make sure everybody lasts as long as they possibly can, we are going to mist this with our Chrysler Professional Glory, an anti-transparent. I will put the link over here. I'll put the link over here in this, where you can buy Chrysler, but it's ubloom.com, buy Chrysler. And you're just buying it right from the company. I'm happy to offer that link for you. So, that's wonderful. So that you can get a good price. I think it's wonderful. So if you like orange as your favorite color, you're creative, you embrace change. You may be a little fickle, because your next new friend is your next best friend. You're adventurous. And orange also helps us increase our appetite. So you probably wouldn't want to paint your kitchen orange, right? Okay, just saying that. Peach, friendly, charming, agreeable, and soothing. So I hope you enjoyed this little orange arrangement today, our little adventure with garden-colored flowers and color theory. So join me next time if you want to learn about yellow. If that's your favorite color, go back. That one's on here. If you have a different color that you're looking for, that color probably is coming. All right, so until next time, keep having fun with flowers.